Hi guys, my name is Douglas Williams. I'm the chef and owner of Meter Restaurant in Boston. Today I'm going to show you how to make North Shore pizza. Let's get it going. So first thing we're going to do is prep the mushroom and onion condiment. You can take any mushroom you have, shiitakes, chanterelles, fancy mushrooms, even all the way down to buttons. And basically I just want to break them up to an appropriate size, about the size of your thumbnail. Then I'm also going to add some sliced onions. So any way you cut them is fine. I just prefer them in more julienne strings like this. So I'm just going to add that to the pan. I'm going to put a little bit of kosher salt, about 2 good heavy pinches, okay? Just so it's really, really nice and seasoned, and also some ground pepper, okay? Add that right in. I also have some really yummy olive oil from Greece that I'm going to just pour right in. And you want it to somewhat cover the mushroom and the onions. You can stir that up just a little bit, just get in there. Just mix it a bit. When I like to poach the onions and the mushrooms, I just put on high heat to start. I'll poach these for about 10 minutes just to soften them up. I'll pay attention to them, I'll monitor them. So now we have the mushrooms and the onions slowly poaching. They should be translucent in color. And also the mushrooms should kind of sink to the bottom. They should almost have a yellowish tone / brownish tone. So let's drain that here. I'm just gonna cool them off just a bit so they can be at least a little decently cooler before I put them onto the pizza. Most people will cook their tomato sauce beforehand, but you don't want to do that with pizza because the amount that you're adding to a pizza or dough is so thin, it actually cooks in the oven. When you cook pizza sauce beforehand, it actually will get too sugary on the pizza once you add it to the pizza, and you don't want that, right? You want this nice balance, you want acidity. I love a good amount of cherry peppers in anything. These either come diced, or they come whole, or they come kind of sliced the way they are now. I'm just gonna add about a half a cup in there. Good amount of basil. You can use oregano, you can use whatever really herb you like, but I like basil in this. It just seems to pair well with the pizza and obviously tomato. And there you go. And then I just add a little bit of olive oil, okay? And then I just go nuts. Okay. And now you've got your beautiful, perfect pizza sauce. That'll stay good in the refrigerator for about 4 days. When cooking pizza at home, you know, it's always a little intimidating. People buy pizza stones, they buy special ovens, they do things outside, but really you can do a superb pizza at home with your normal oven as long as you have a pan, the width or the size of the pizza that you're trying to make. I'm just gonna put it on the highest it can, 550. I'm gonna open the oven and pop this into, essentially pop that into preheat. That way when I pull it out and I slide the pizza on, it's essentially a pizza stone. It's insulated, it's heavy duty, it's got all the things to cook that pizza dough properly, and you'll end up with a superb product. So as far as pizza dough is concerned, I like to have it room temperature. You wanna pull it out about 2 hours early, just becomes, it's really malleable, it's nice, it's pleasant thing to work with. I basically do mine when I like to bring it to room temp or temper it. It's really insulated, it's nice, it holds temperature evenly, it doesn't stick. I pull it out and I go. Pizza shops make great doughs, and that's what they do all day, and they'll be more than happy to sell you a dough. For time convenience, just go support your local pizza shop. It's a great way to not only stop by and say hello and re-engage with that community, but also just support them financially. First thing I have 2 things. I have 2 flours. I have semolina flour that everyone should invest in. I just dust easily, right? You drop it right in the center of that flour. Put a really good amount. You want your hand to kind of act as a crane, and you're just grabbing flour and popping it on. You cannot really put too much flour. Okay, so you just want to press from the outside first, and then start to work your way in. I'm just going to flip it over, and just start to do the same thing again. And now that you've got essentially the air trapped, which is what you're doing, you're trying to trap the air inside the dough. You want to basically, now you can work from the middle to the outside just fine. Okay, and then you just want to pick it up. Okay, just feel it, right? Talk to it. Okay, ask it how it's doing, ask it how its week was, and just start to give it a light stretch. This dough is nice. I already know its name, and it's working well for me. So I'm just gonna keep on doing it. Just keep touching it. Pull the tray back, right? Just a clean sheet tray. If you have a cookie tray, even better. So take my semolina, I'm gonna liberally dust it, not too much. If you have, some people use cornmeal to do pizza. I don't believe in cornmeal. I think it gets burned, it gets weird, the texture is funny, it makes it overly crispy and it doesn't really do the job that I think it's intended to do. All I want to do is be able to remove this pizza from this pan and put it into the next pan for a clean transition. So I'm gonna dust off some of the flour that was there, some of the excess, and just gently lay it like as if I'm laying a blanket down. Let's start sauce, okay? Very, very simple what you do, but you just have to be careful in how you apply and how accurate you are. So I'm just gonna use a spoon and just do a little bit at a time. So you can see the beautiful green bits in this sauce. That's all that basil. A lot of that is the cherry peppers. It's just really blended up, and now it's just a homogeneous, beautiful mixture. Okay, let's add that on. Great, and you want to add it on evenly, right? Use the spoon as your little helper, okay? And if a little onion hangs off the side, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Actually, it's kind of cool when you get a little onion cooked to the crust and you eat that. That's part of the game. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this on, not too much though. I've got some pepperoni. Now you do not need to have pepperoni or meat on this pizza. I think it's very yummy by itself. We would just add a little bit of mozzarella cheese and that'd be that. But I do wanna make it a little spicy, so I have some soppressata or pepperoni. You can use interchangeably both, one of them. I'm just gonna put a few, but I'm not gonna put too much as not to cover it, because the pepperoni or anything covering the top will act as an umbrella and hold in steam. We want that steam to remove and pull out. Don't forget your cheese. So when you add it, you just wanna go over. You don't wanna finish each section and move on. You wanna just add a little bit, turn around, add a bit, turn around, add a bit, turn around. I like a little bit on the edge. I like when pizza has, you know, kind of a topping crust, if you will. I like to actually put the cheese on the top. It melts, it fries the toppings. It really still allows the bottom to breathe, which is great. It still allows the toppings to kind of expend some of that moisture. We got our pizza set, we're ready to go. We're topped. I've got a hot pan in the oven. Let's grab that out. There really is no playbook manual for this. You just kind of gotta be a little Evel Knievel and just go for it. You get a little shake, you make sure you're good, right? And then you go right in. Voila. That oven is ripping hot, so you are ready to go. It's really searing on the bottom. It's acting like a pizza floor. Yeah, we're looking at about 7 minutes in the oven. It's okay to sit down on the floor and watch your pizza cook while eating the remaining pepperoni or cheese or whatever you like. All right, here comes the beauty. Here we go. Just gonna shave a tad of cheese over top. Okay, because why not? Pizza's done, slightly cooled. All right, I'm just gonna cut it up in a nice slice. I think I'll go 6 for this. Whew. Steamy, not even a bit floppy. All the way cooked on the bottom. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. And go for a bite. Good pizza, balanced, bright, acidic, rich, cheesy, crispy. All the things you want. Just really, really yummy. Just make sure, guys, if you are making this pizza recipe, that you try to support local businesses. If you don't want to buy the dough from them, buy the pepperoni from them. You don't want to buy that, buy the cheese. But really get out there and support the people who support your community. Hope you enjoy this recipe. Craziest toppings I ever put on my pizza. Definitely M&Ms, and soon followed Reese's, and soon followed marshmallows. It started as M&Ms as a challenge, and then it ended up turning into something actually really yummy.